guys, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Potholes to Paved Roads. Oh my gosh, I'm such a geek. Alright, hey, welcome to the show, guys. So what's going on today? It's another beautiful, beautiful day in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The weather is absolutely fabulous. It's 82 degrees outside, and it's August. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? I mean, I'll take 100 more days like this, for real. This is great. So what's been going on? How is everybody doing? What is new in life? Oh man, for me, it's just the same old thing right now. And working 2 jobs, plugging away at getting out of debt. Almost out of debt with the exception of my house. Me and my wife, man, I married a worker, guys. I married a woman, just a wonderful woman that, oh man, she is not afraid of hard work, and she does it. And guys, I got to get on a soapbox for a second. Something I've been thinking about has been just bugging me to death. Okay, why is it that nowadays we live in a society that is like this? If you're a woman, it does not matter the decision you make, you're going to have naysayers. And what I mean by that is if you're a woman and you work 40 hours a week, or you work full-time, or you work part-time, whatever, if you work, people are saying, well, she's not a good mother. She works all the time. She don't spend any time with her kids. But the same's on the other side of that. There's another side of that coin. If you don't work and you're a stay-at-home mom, then, I hate to say it, but you still do have those people out there that say, well, man, she's lazy. She just sits at home. Guys, I've been off for a couple weeks at a time before, and I've been doing some of the stuff that my wife does. Dude, being at home, a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job, guys. That drives me nuts. I hate hearing that. And me and my mom, we got in a conversation about that one day. And my mom said, she asked me a question. I never really thought about it like this, but she says, why is it that way? Why is it automatically assumed that when a woman has a baby that she's the one that's going to have that baby with her a good, I don't know, I'm going to say a good 80 to 90% of the time? It's mainly the mother that's taking care of that child, because the man, it seems to be, is always gone. My mom told me when I was growing up that my dad used to, he would just go out with his buddies, like a lot. He'd just leave us, dump us on her, or she'd go to work all day, she'd come home, he'd take her car because her car was the good car, he'd take her car and he'd go out and do his own thing, and he'd be gone hours and hours at a time. Why is it automatically assumed that that's okay? I don't get that. Why is that? I'm one of those type of people that I do kind of feel like the man is kind of the head of the house, but I don't mean in like a tyrant or like it's not a dictatorship, but I don't know. I kind of feel like he has a place that he needs, a space that he needs to fill, a job he needs to do. And part of his job is leading his family, man. And that's part of the reason I work so much. I'm trying to help lead my family. Because, look, the decisions I'm making right now, I'm doing like Chris Hogan says, I'm making 2-year decisions. I'm making 5-year decisions. 5 years from now, 2 years from now, I want to be in a better place financially than I am right now. And guys, you got to get out and work for it. There is nothing in this world that is given to you. There is no easy ride. Nobody has it easy. I don't care if you're a trust fund baby. If you're a trust fund kid and your parents leave you tons and tons of money, let's say your parents leave you $1 million, which it technically is only about 4% of the millionaires that were studied by Dave Ramsey and Chris Hogan. Only about 4% of those actually were left enough money to make them a millionaire. So this whole hey, there's all these trust fund babies getting left millions of dollars, and there's tons of these people that they're only millionaires because their parents, that's hogwash, guys. most of the millionaires out there right now, this very second, are first-generation millionaires. So here's the deal. Even a millionaire who's a millionaire from a trust fund, dude, with all that money comes responsibility. They've got tons of responsibility. They're responsible for all this stuff that their parents have given them. And guys, I feel like it's the same way in life with us. There's good traits that our parents passed down to us, and we are responsible for carrying on those traits, for carrying on that legacy, if you will. And some traits that are left from our parents are not good traits. I come from a family to where I've got alcoholism that's left to me from one side of the family, and then the other side of the family, I've got substance abuses such as drugs, womanizing, things like that. So not every legacy that's left to you is a good thing. So me and my brother, we're breaking that legacy. We're kicking down the door, we're going through, and we're fighting for our families, because that's what we do. Well, all right, let's switch gears just a little bit, and I want to talk about something for just a few minutes. And here's what I want to talk about. I have no idea why. Don't ask me why. I mean, this is August. This is not really close to Christmas, but I guess I had Christmas movies or something on my mind the other day, even though I really do not like Christmas movies. Even though my wife records them, every single one that comes on Hallmark or Lifetime or whatever channel that is. She loves them. I mean, she loves them. She records them constantly. But anyway, I had that thought in my head the other day, that little thing that says Jesus is the reason for the season, right? I know we've all heard that. It's cheesy sounding. I mean, there's a lot of truth to it, but it is cheesy sounding. But I was thinking about it, and something hit me, and I thought to myself, there's a reason for your season. So whatever season of life you're in right now, there's a reason for it. And with me, with my family right now, with us being so laser focused on getting out of debt, it's causing a lot of pain when it comes to, I don't get to see my family as much as I want to, guys. And that part's tough. It's very tough. But there's a reason for all this pain. There's a reason for the season of life that I'm in right now. Because, guys, let me go back a few years and tell you this. This isn't the first time I've had a second job since I've been married. Several years ago, I had a job with Lowe's. I actually worked for Lowe's for about 4 years as a second job. And I ended up, when I got that job at Lowe's, I think I worked for Quick Trip for a little part of that time, and I also worked for State Farm Insurance part of that time too. I didn't have 3 jobs, I only had 2, but that's the other 2 jobs that I had when I was working at Lowe's. So, and I ended up getting to a point to where it seemed like the more money we made, the more we spent. And hence the reason that I'm working so hard now. Hence the reason that my wife is working so hard now. Because we have to dig ourselves out of this. We made our bed, now we're lying in it. And that's just how it is. But that's the thing. We're taking this cheerfully. We're taking this in stride, and we're moving. We're shaking. We're making things happen. And we're getting out. We're not... We didn't want to live our life just satisfied with the status quo. Did you know that 80% of America can't come up with $400 for an emergency? Guys, that's pathetic. If you live in America, I guarantee you make more than 99% of the entire world if you live in America. If you live at the poverty level in America, you'll make more than 99% of the world. Guys, that's pitiful. And I'm not bashing people. I'm not jumping on you about your money. But me and my wife, we got sued a few years ago. And man, that woke us up, man. We had a $300 dental bill that I knew absolutely nothing about because I had my head in the sand and wasn't paying any attention to our finances. And that $300 turned into like $1,500. And we got, I got a wage garnishment for $1,500. They took all the money in 1 month. So I think either 2 or 3 paychecks, and it was in December. Guys, you know how scary that is? A wage garnishment in December? When you're trying your best to go out and buy gifts for your children because you want to show your kids you love them? Well, because that's what culture says we're supposed to do. I've actually got a little bit of beef with that too, I think. I think these people that go all out for Christmas are crazy. So, but that's the deal. That's the thing. We made tons of mistakes with our money, guys. Getting sued woke us up. It completely woke us up. And we started gradually making changes. And don't get me wrong, we haven't cut as deep as we could. We haven't, I mean, there are some families I hear about through Dave Ramsey's program that have cut off cable, have cut their cell phones off, have cut off Netflix, cut off all these other things just in order to be able to pay off that debt faster. Now, don't get me wrong, we haven't quite went that far, guys. We still have cable, we still have phones, we do Netflix, we even do Hulu. You know, and I know what you're thinking, oh, it's only $10 a month. But guys, when you're trying to get out of debt, every penny counts. Every dollar counts. And it's a struggle. But I'm here to tell you today, if you're going through something tough, if you're in a season of your life you don't like, I'm telling you, there's a reason for your season. It's not what you go through. It's not the pain you go through, guys. It's what you learn from the pain. It's the lessons you learn from the pain, the character it builds in you through the pain. I'm telling you, there's a reason for your season. So guys, thank you for listening today. Also, I just want to say that I know calling this Potholes to Pave Roads and being the fact that my last name is Overstreet and the fact that I'm driving around in Tulsa delivering pizza while I'm doing this, it's all kind of fun and good and kind of funny, but at the same time, just because of that doesn't mean you guys have to hear all the clinging around in the background like that. I'm really new to this stuff. I'm not real good with sound editing and stuff, but guys, I'm trying to work on it, okay? And I'm trying to get it to a point where you're not going to hear all that banging around in the background. And hey, now this goes out to anybody that thought I was kidding when I said Tulsa had bad roads. I mean, come on, man. You can hear all the junk that I have to drive over all the time in this city. Nothing against Tulsa. I think most places are like that. And I don't want to bash Tulsa. I really enjoy living here. Tulsa's a great place to live. But guys, thank y'all for listening, and thank you for the feedback that I've gotten from friends. And don't get me wrong, I'm making it sound like this podcast is some huge podcast with millions of listeners, but a lot of times things that you do in life, they don't start out big. They don't start out huge. Just start out one step at a time. Take it one episode at a time, because I tell you, I'm not usually a very anxious person, but you can ask my wife, you can ask my mom, anything I get into, I dive head first into that thing, and I get almost completely obsessed with it. And this podcast is quickly becoming something like that. Hey, but guys, remember, the moral of the story today is there is a reason for your season. All the pain, all the strife, all the heartache, all the things you're going through, just keep in your mind that if you do it right, it can be for your good. It can be something for your good if you can just keep it together. Don't let it bother you, because you're going to get hit. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. But if you'll keep your mind, if you'll keep focused, don't focus on what's right in front of you. Focus on what's further out. Focus, like I said, on those 2-year decisions you're making now. I'm Jonathan Overstreet. This is Potholes to Pave Roads.